Welcome to the Ecotat system shelter overview. Glad to have you guys back, and hope you guys are glad to see my face. Hey, before we get started with this, I want to give a shout out to Glenn's Army Surplus out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. That is where I purchased the shelter online. They have a website, of course, so I ordered this online. Now I'm giving them a shout out because of their great customer service. I'm not going to go into details, but I had some issues with ordering from them, and they were like that with resolving the issue. Very polite, very respectful. Were wanting to work for me, basically, you know, help me out to get it right. And I will tell you guys, in a business that does that for the customer, that's really good. So I'm giving them a shout out. And I want to thank you, Glenn's Army Surplus. I want to thank you again. And guys, they also have some uncommon gear that you don't normally see. And the only reason why I ordered from them is because they have good reviews. And they have good reviews, and I have yet to do a review for them yet on their website. So guys, check them out. And if you go to their webpage and order from them, when you go to the checkout, if you type in Scotty Survival 15, you'll get a 15% coupon. So yeah, in the description box of this video, there will be a link to Glenn's Army Surplus. So yeah, go ahead, click on it, check them out, guys, and tell them Scotty Survival sent you. And make sure you do that Scotty Survival 15 coupon. And yeah, so all right, let's get on with it. So we have a stuff sack, and the stuff sack has a tag. We have the tent pole bag, and we have mosquito netting. I will have some links in the description for Wiki's, the case for the Ecotat system, and the Ecotat system's website. And those links will be in the description box, so you can click on them, get a little more of the history of it. But I'll give you just a brief history. So this tent is a military issue tent. I believe this is from the 90s. As you guys saw on the tag, it says 1096, so I'm assuming this is from 1996. Now these were issued to the Marines, I think a recon division, and other people as well in airplanes and helicopters. Now I guess this, if you go to Wiki's website and you look up Freedom Shelter, it will give you a little backstory and history of this. It was designed by someone that didn't serve the military from the 70s, I believe, and then it was put in the military issue starting in 1984, I believe. Well, this retired Marine Colonel, Richard E. Helsip, I hope I'm saying that name right if you're watching, he went ahead and took over the company, Ecotat, and he got a hold of Wiki's, and I believe Wiki's contracted with Wiki's to make, I think, like 10,000 shelters or something along them lines. It made a bunch of shelters and a bunch of sleeping bags that go with the shelter. And he took over. It's actually out of business now. So Wiki's kept the design, and now Wiki's makes it, and it's called the Freedom Shelter. So if you go to Wiki's website, they're on there. Now, I personally had the privilege the other day to talk to Richard E. Helsip, the retired colonel from the Marine Corps. And what an honor that was. And if you're watching, Richard, I thank you for your service. And basically, he gave me a little bit of detail. I called because I just wanted to see if they were still open, and they weren't. And he called me back. And that was really nice of him. And he gave me a little bit of some brief history of this and everything. And pretty much basically what's online, what you guys can find online, which will be in the description below. So this is kind of basically was like an experimental thing, but they used them. I know they used them, but you guys will find that out on the webpage in the Ecotat system. So there's basically a bunch of different configurations of this thing, and this also came with an instruction pamphlet paper. So you got all the stuff. It tells you how to do all the different setups and configurations. Before we go any farther, guys, I will also give you the NSN number. I will also give you the label on the shelter itself. With all that being said, guys, I'm going to take you right over here and we're going to do the first setup with the shelter, and this is going to be the 4-season setup shelter, the one-man shelter setup. And this thing comes with 2 sets of poles. It comes with 2 extra poles, which I'll show you in the second configuration what that's used for. And you get 3 stake skewers or tent stakes. So you get 4 guidelines. Bungee. So you got to fold it out. Like if you're gonna wear it as a poncho, here's your poncho hat, hood, I mean to say. And then you just fold it over like that. And then on the bottom here, where your feet would be, you have a zipper, and then it comes all the way undone. And then we're just going to zip that up. And it has Velcro as well. Now, second part you do, and if you notice, you do have a little gap right here. But hopefully, if it did rain, that would cover it up. So you grab that right there, and this is going to be your side. And you just go ahead and zip up your side. And I'll tell you what, these zippers work really well. Okay, the last part you zip up would be the front. And it's just like the bottom where your legs were, just zip it across. And then go ahead and Velcro it. And then your front's zipped. And last but not least, before you put your poles through this, you got your poncho hood right here. So what you want to do, so you don't get no rain or anything there, you just want to pull your cinch cord down and cinch that up. Okay, next step is to get your poles, get them out. And then your second pole is shorter, it's only got 3 links to it. The back pole is going to be shorter in length, and the front pole is longer in length. So we're going to take the front pole, the long one, and run it through the sleeve right here. And then here you put the end pole in, the same little sleeve right here. Forget to mention, the loop below the zipper is a loop that you want to put the pole in, because there's one more here that's above the zipper. You do not want to put that in this one. It's way too short. So you want to put it in this bottom one that's below the zipper, the loop right here, before we set it up. So just remember that if you get one of these. So off camera, I went ahead and connected the bungee cords that came with it. And you have 4 of these. So here on the front, you have vents. And these are pretty cool. They just pop right open. When you're done, they just snap back in. And the same on the back. Just pop that vent open. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. There we go. Nope. Just gotta get to stay open. There. So that's open. And the reason why I had this plastic down is because I want to take care of my equipment, and we had a big storm last night and everything is soaking wet. As you guys can see, it's very muddy out. So here would be your zipper to where you get in. You got your Velcro. Keep in mind, I'm 6 foot. And this is definitely stealth, low profile. Good night. Okay guys, I got you inside the tent with me. There's my legs. I will say, I don't even have a sleeping bag in here. So if I was in a sleeping bag and the sleeping bag was in here with the sleeping pad, I'll probably be really close to this. Get your vent down there and a vent behind me. I don't know if you guys can see me. Make sure my light on. Yee. I guess if you wanted to, here in the front you got a zipper right here. So if you want to get some more, ventilation in the front, you could do that too. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Now I am noticing one thing. Turn my light off. See that little tiny pinhole right there? I'm gonna need to get some seam seal. I got that seam seal. I'm gonna seam seal that. So you can see all the seams are taped inside here. And for being as old as it is, it's really, it's still holding up really well. Here's the poncho. You could honestly just probably pull that inside, maybe, I don't know, or leave it out. There's the poncho head. Yeah, it's a type of nylon. I'm not sure what kind. It's not Gore-Tex, but it's strong. Still strong. Now here's something I noticed. It zips up just fine. But I get to right. Oh wow. It worked that time. That's weird. Before I couldn't, it was really hard to unzip that part. See right there, it's hard. I just went up it just now, no problem. It's like it likes to get stuck right there, and I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not for sure. It just needs worked, or but it's like, but if I pull on this side, it goes up just fine. If I pull on this side, I don't know what the deal is with it. It's like it's sticking or something. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. It went that time. Huh. So the poles are Easton. I put a guideline out here, and I put a guideline out here where the poncho hood is. Just use the cords. You have guideline attachment here. You have another one right here. And if you wanted, you could use this other pole attachment right here. Okay guys, so that is the 4-season setup. That is the one-man shelter configuration. Now I think for this video, I'm only going to do this configuration because for one thing, it's super windy. I have no idea how my video is going to turn out. I hope it turns out good. Second time, SD card space, and for my editing stuff, I only have so much space I can do, and I have a ton of clips of this video that I'm doing for you guys. So we're going to leave with configuration number 1, which you guys saw earlier in the instruction manual. And then next time we do a video on this, we're going to do the next configuration. So I think the next one we're going to do is going to be the tropical one-man shelter setup, or maybe to make the second video just a little bit easier on me, we'll just do the poncho shelter setup. But we'll figure it out. But either way, I'll have a segment of these videos. Conclusion is, this thing is really cool. And yeah, I'm hoping to hear your guys' feedback and input. And I don't think I'm really missing too much. Other than this one, you know, this is an older version, and yeah, I got a few things I need to do to it though, I'm seeing, but it's older. So, but this is new, unused. This is new old stock is what this is. Obviously they don't make the woodland, they don't make this woodland camo one anymore, but Wiggy's does have the Freedom Shelter now, similar to this. It's got a couple different variations, but same thing. So yeah, anyways, so guys, make sure you check those links in the description, And check out the Ecotat Systems website and the case for Ecotat System and Wiki's website and Glenn's Army Glenn's Army Surplus. Gosh. So also, this thing is a all-season shelter made for Arctic conditions, summer, tropical, desert, all those things. That was the whole mindset of this thing. And it's been tested in 40 or 45 mile an hour winds. And but you guys will see that when you click on the links. It'll give you more of it. And don't forget, guys, if you like my channel, hit that subscribe button, tell people, share, and put all kinds of videos around the screen. So see you next video.